Alright. Nah, it's calm, man. You can't even see that. You can't even see that. Because the feeds are... Sorry, one sec. Someone messaged me. Oh, when you're arriving. I'm parked outside. Sorry, I'm just... I'm just seeing your message now. I'm seeing your message now. But, yeah. And we are recording. Welcome to another episode of Why We're Not Recording This. And I believe this is episode 60. So, yeah, episode 60. And I'm joined by the homie, Mosa. What's going on, broski? How you keeping, man?
Blessed, bro.
Yeah,
Blessed.
how you keeping? All good? Yeah. Okay, no, because usually, right, like, like, do a proper check-in as into, like, how's your mind, body, and spirit? Like, I mean, mind, you obviously mind, how are your thoughts? Is mental health all good? Spirit, are you feeling motivated? Like, what's a big God saying, in terms of how's your contact with him? And then obviously the body, I mean, you're an athlete of some sort, so yeah. Actually, do you know what? Before we proceed, do like, comment, and subscribe, and then Alright, yeah, man. So how's your spirit?
Yeah, spirit is good, bro. Spirit is definitely getting stronger again. Went through a period of time where I felt like it was dropping in terms of after the whole episode that happened in my life last year. It's coming along again, getting back into my word and whatnot. It's building. All in all, it's building. It's getting stronger.
You're on the up again, but then again, some say life is just peaks and troughs, so ups and downs, and downs, and sometimes to actually acknowledge the ups, you need to understand the downs. 100%. If that makes sense. So it's a mixture of both. Do you mind going into detail, or you want to just stay out of it? You're just looking up.
No, I don't mind going into it. It's always hindsight. Hindsight is powerful.
It's a powerful thing.
So basically, I went on a 10-mile run. Woke up one.
Standard, because you're always running in the morning.
I'm always running. And boom, I said, let's go 10. And I always say a prayer before I go for a run. Protection, pray for guardian angels, guide and protect me in this run. Boom. Make off my run, I'm gone. 7th mile, I'm like, okay, something doesn't feel right. Something doesn't feel right. But like David Goggins, I have in my mind, I've never, when I've made it out to start running, to stop and start to walk. I always start and
so that's
finish.
a strong mentality. It's like, no, what? I commit to what I started.
Exactly. So 7th mile, like I said, something didn't feel right. Disorientated. Something doesn't just feel right, man. Just feel right. And where I live in the country road, and they're skinny. And I feel like if I had stopped, like I said, I was disoriented, I would have fell on the road. And it's a busy road, a car would have hit me. So I kept going, and 8th mile, I was like, nah, this is getting worse. Now my heart is pounding. I'm like, okay. So anyway, I get home. As soon as I get home, I'm like, where do I go in this house right now? I hear the kids in the living room. I don't want to scar them. I can feel like there's something bad that's happening. But I don't want to scar or worry anyone in the house. So I go into the bathroom, close the door, sit in the toilet. And I'm like, okay, deep breath.
Let me gather myself.
Deep breath. Deep breath. Let me compose myself. I'm like, okay, I'm ready. I stand up. As soon as I stand up, let me sit back down again because this is not good.
Really?
This is not good. Deep breath again, try to compose myself. Second time I stand up, I just drop to the ground. And in movies, you ever see when someone's hyperventilating, take as many layers off as you can. So I'm taking off as many layers as I can.
And you think I'm just hot from the run.
So I'm hot right now, I'm boiling, I'm taking everything off, but I don't have strength in my body. So I'm making a way, I'm trying, I get things off. Now I can't stand up, I'm on the floor. I start to crawl out. I open the door, I crawl to the bottom stair in the hallway. And at this point, wifey comes down, she's like, are you okay? And I can't talk. I'm like, no. and she knows when something like that's happening, it's serious
because it's out of character for you.
100%. She says, should I call the hospital? I said, At that point, she was in panic mode. She was about to start work actually. And boom, she calls the ambulance, paramedics rushes. I get into the spare room of the house and put myself in recovery position. This was, I don't know how I had the thought to put myself in the recovery position, but I did it anyway.
Like, get into position,
And boom, paramedics arrives and says, this guy's having a heart attack.
Raw.
Heart attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, I don't know how you made it home. I said, I don't know, but I know.
I don't know, by the grace of God.
By the grace of God.
Yeah.
Those prayers are so important.
Yeah.
So important. And when I was lying there, bro, I literally felt like I was taking my last breath.
Yeah.
I looked at wifey and I apologized. I said, I'm sorry.
Like, I don't know what to do, but I'm sorry.
No word of a lie, bro. No word of a lie.
Yeah,
and I lost sensation from neck down. I couldn't feel my toes, couldn't feel nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing, bro. So they got me, rushed me to hospital, and boom, stayed in hospital a couple of days.
Yeah.
And from then on in, I said, you know what? I survived a heart attack. I'm young. Doctors didn't know what was up.
Yeah. Because probably in their minds, they've not been thinking heart attack, so they're checking some other things that it could be. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So I did my own research while I was in hospital, this and this and this and this. I said, but look, this is what this says.
Yeah, this is how I feel, you know, like ChatGPT.
Yeah.
This is not a sponsor, but yeah.
And the response was, you know what, this is what we thought, but we didn't want to tell you. I was like, what do you mean you don't want to tell me?
Yeah.
But
I'm here for the answers.
Yeah.
So like, why are you,
So they treated me as an inpatient for time. And then right now I'm still getting treated as an outpatient. Because I was like, I feel good, I feel all right.
Yeah.
But throughout that whole thing happening, I train smarter now.
It must have been taxing for the mind.
Yeah, bro. And in that moment, I wasn't thinking about me. I was thinking about the kids, thinking about wifey. I don't want to leave them. I think that's. I'm not even being dramatic.
Yeah.
I honestly felt like I took my last breath, bro. No word of a lie. No word of a lie. And you see, when they say your life flashes in front of your eyes, my life didn't flash in front of my eyes. My kids' lives did. Yeah. Like, I honestly seen them.
Yeah, it's like, yo, the story ain't done yet. Like,
it ain't done, bro. And boom. I was like, yeah. Okay. So everything that I do and have right now, let's go 100%. Let's go 100%.
It must have been life-changing as well, man.
But on the throttle.
And obviously, like, in my mind, like, because obviously we talk quite often, so like when you sounds like, really, dude, you're young, like, how? But then it's one of those things that you can't even write it. It's one of those like, hey, I guess this is your story, this is your chapter. That was your moment to learn something or even go harder than you were before or whatever it did to your psyche. Because obviously, like, speaking of the physical, you were in good shape, you always training. And actually, you know, before we go into the training and the physical, how, I know, like, kind of double teaming the conversation here, but like, how would you describe what you do?
As in what?
As in, like, I mean, okay, based on what I know, you're an actor, you're an athlete, or you're a boxer, and other things as well.
Yeah, I'm a husband and a father first.
Yes.
First and foremost, and I would say I'm an athlete. So I grew up playing football, and then at 16, I decided, let me try and go down a different path. I feel like football is a good sport, loved it. All my family played it, but it was one of those things every team member had to put in. And sometimes not everyone on the pitch is putting in the same effort that you want. I'm too competitive. So boxing was one of those things. What I put in, I get out, and that's what I loved about it. So if I train hard, I'll get the victories.
You can actually see the progression.
You see the progression, and you get the victories if you put the work in. And if you're not training and you're lazy, you're not going to get the results that you want.
That's
so
true.
It pushes you to work.
Yeah. So essentially, the reason why I'm asking that, right, is because from, I guess, a societal perspective, it's like, okay, you're fit, you're staying in shape, you're doing all sorts.
Yeah.
How are you getting a heart attack?
It's random, bro.
Yeah.
Random. Honestly, it was don't know how deep or don't know what the listeners are like.
It's why, this is why we're recording this. So like, it's funny. No, here's the thing. Like, sorry, just a quick disclaimer. Yes, it's for the listeners, but ultimately, it's also for me.
Yeah.
Because each one teach one. I'm a great believer of each one teach one, and these are the moments whereby, I mean, I feel like I learned quite a lot in terms of having these conversations, and also that's where the name comes from. Why are we not recording this? It's based on the conversations I have with my homies and the people that inspire me.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? Let me start recording these. So yeah.
In that case, you know what? If we're gonna be hot, humble, open, transparent, I honestly feel like it was a spiritual attack, bro. And it was because it was so random. I'm fit. Doctors didn't have answers. And when I was lying in that room, that spare room, I feel like I knew in that instant that it was a spiritual attack, and God brought me through, bro.
Yes.
That's the only thing I could say about it.
Dude, and the kids, you can just imagine, they don't know what's going on with daddy. Like,
they don't, and I feel like they'll never know unless I let them know a couple of years down when they're way older.
Yeah, but at the same time, they're not even going to be able to process it.
No, they won't.
Until they're actually like older, as in adults. Like, wait a minute, did you say?
Yeah. And I feel like it's one of those things, they'll never fully understand it unless they go through something similar experience, and then I can let them know this is what I went through, and then they can learn from my experience as well.
All right, okay, so yeah, I guess it makes sense in terms of what you're saying, like your spirit is on the up and all this and that. So like, what about your physical side of things? Did that sort of traumatize in terms of, should I go running again? Should I go outside? Like, and I know you're doing it now. I know it's like.
Yeah. Now the doctor said that I'd be out of training for at least minimum 2 years, and they wouldn't advise me to go back to boxing.
All right.
Just because it has so much strain on the heart. Not to use saunas, all that type of stuff. Anything that over exceeds the
basically can't pick up the heart rate too much.
Anything that overworks the cardiovascular system. But listen, I said, not me.
not me. Not today, Satan.
Not today, Satan. But in saying that, I'm smarter the way I train now. I'm smarter the way I train. So I took a year out, and that year was the hardest year. Definitely. I think I'm not saying this lightly, definitely went through a bit of depression. And you know, black folks, we don't really go through we don't go through depression, but quote unquote.
But we do.
Yeah,
like, if we're being real,
we do.
But it's the fact that we just told, you know what?
It was just never spoken about.
Oh yeah.
And we were never able to contextualize and just talk about
what it actually looks like.
And seeing the traits of what I was going through, I was like, okay, I don't like this feeling. How do I get through this? Boom. Got into my word, worked on my relationship, we got it even more. I was like, nah, you brought me through this, and this experience doesn't match with the goals and visions that I have. So listen, Jeremiah 29:11 said, for I know the plans that I have for you. Yeah? Plans to give you hope.
Yeah.
And joy, you know? So, and he's been true to his word, and I'm kicking, bro. The fitness is going up, spirit is up, and family is great.
Excuse me. Oh wow! Like, I mean, I knew about it, but I kind of like not into this detail, because like, I mean, we haven't kicked it like this in a hot minute.
And physically, I feel like going through what I went through, I ballooned. The weight just, I don't know what happened, but I was just eating, bro.
Yeah, because you're not burning the calories.
Yeah,
and also,
exactly.
like to be fair, like you were saying, even the sort of depression, you're probably eating more than you normally would.
Exactly.
Now, which is a weird one, because in terms of the weight and eating habits going one way, some would say, oh, that could lead to a heart attack. If that makes sense? It's like, it's a weird sort of
juxtapose.
Yeah. It's like the heart attack itself, even though you're staying fit, now it's kind of leading you this side. And then, so like, how did you navigate? I know you said like, obviously the word, but were there other things that you were doing? Because here's the thing, I feel like sometimes as humans, not that we shouldn't rely on God, but we say God take the will, but then we absolve any responsibility or any sort of, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, no, I'll stick with responsibility rather than actually, okay, now I'm going to do the work. Because God is going to meet you halfway or maybe 90% of the way. You got to do your 10%.
Facts. People always say by faith.
Yeah.
But faith can't work without action.
Exactly.
So you have to have that action along with it. Yeah. And I definitely feel like putting the action, I have faith, I'm going to get healed and all this. Yeah. That works, but I have to put action now. One foot in front of the other. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get back to full strength again. And I feel like I'm coming back into my second prime. Yeah. Because like you said, like even by the faith, it's like you gotta, if you're leading by faith, right? Then where's it leading to? Exactly. Because you're just going to wait there. Then it's not leading you nowhere. You're just sitting there like, all right, okay. It's like waiting at a bus stop. I'm going to have faith that I'm going to get on this bus. okay, the bus comes and you're still waiting there. I'm gonna have faith in me getting this bus. The bus leaves. The second bus comes. No, your action, you have to stand up off that seat and walk onto that bus.
Onto the bus, and then the bus is gonna take you
to your destination.
Exactly, God's gonna take you to your destination, but you get up off your feet or take the action, which is 100% true. Yeah. Okay, so like, what lessons has it taught you?
Be smart in terms of the way I train, the way I rest, the way I communicate with my family, in terms of I don't take anything for granted now. Nothing for granted, because tomorrow isn't promised, bro. Tomorrow isn't promised to anyone. And definitely the communication with family, spending more time with family. Yeah, that's the biggest thing that I've learned. Time, communication, and being smart.
I definitely hear that. So like, let's rewind a little bit, right, and take it back in the day. I mean, you and I, our relationship goes long, pause. Like what I'm getting at is, you know what? Because you're just laughing, I'm gonna throw my chewing gum because it's on my hands a bit too much. But so I'm gonna continue, and after the quick recess, because now it's getting sticky in my hands, and because I don't like chewing on camera. But like, let's just take it back to like maybe you already mentioned sports and all this and that, but like, how have you found like growing up in Northern Ireland?
Have I found growing up in Northern Ireland? When I first came, it was difficult. It was difficult in terms of, it was difficult, but it wasn't difficult in terms of I was very sheltered by my parents. I didn't really know exactly what they went through until now I'm older.
Yes.
And now they're telling me all the experiences that they went through. But bro, so when we first moved, start off in London first, and then from London, boom, everyone's cold. Came to Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland, everyone's a lot more homely, friendly. And
until they start egging your house.
Sorry. I'm just setting up the scene before I got there.
Sorry. I'm just thinking these are too many flowers, but I know what I know. Go on.
So from Belfast, boom, we moved to Lisbon, and the area that we lived in, were probably the first black people. I moved into that area. And it was probably a couple of months. It was hard, bro. Windows were getting egged. Fireworks through the letterbox type of thing. It was crazy. And Momsy came out one time chasing them. African mommy. You don't know who's protecting this house. My mom was speaking of faith, God-fearing woman. You don't know who's protecting this house. Well, obviously, you know. If you know, protection and whatnot. They thought something else. But she was talking about God, and they were like, okay, protected. We'll be protected by. And they never messed with the house again. And majority of the people that were doing all the stuff to the house ended up making good friends with them, grew up with them.
Funny that.
Isn't it? Funny that, and then ended up playing football with majority of them. So it went from a hard time to becoming a good time.
So like the reason why I was asking that in essence is because obviously you did mention kids and you said your life was flashing before your eyes. How are you finding raising kids in this area, knowing what you know? If it makes sense.
I'd say it's changed a lot. It's a lot more diverse now than what it used to be.
To be fair, I was telling you yesterday. I was like, yo, I was walking through town and I thought, I ain't the only one no more.
I'm not alone.
Which is nice to see, but at the same time, it's like obviously, like you said, like raising kids, that traumatic sort of brain thing that might say, are you sure? Knowing what you know, do you want them to go through what you went through? Because I mean, yes, we're talking about football. Some of us know sometimes because we play for teams. It's like some games you just know, they're giving you the side eye, they're doing this and that. Because initially, right, I'll put it like this. Initially, when I thought, you know what, okay, you're switching up to boxing, I thought, you know what, you're good at football. Like you could have continued that. Then it's like in my brain, it's like, I know what I know though. It's like I understand like people out there just want to break your legs for no reason. It's like fam, you don't know me, but then you want to break your leg.
And that year before I went to actually start boxing, was actually going on trials with an Irish league team, and it was the summer. And before going on to those trials, that's when I made the switch, and I struggled with that. I was like, should I go? This direction could definitely take me another way from where I want to go, because when you're playing football, the goal is always the Prem.
Yes, I know. It's
always the Prem. You always have to dream big. And boxing's been good. It's taken me to places, different countries all around. But to go back to the whole thing of being an athlete, being black and whatnot, I feel like my brother, I played football. I was in football teams. I was just an all-round athlete. But my brother wasn't. He wasn't on teams or whatnot. And you could definitely see the difference in terms of how I was treated compared to how he was treated.
Yeah.
There's a lot more respect if you're black and you're an athlete compared to...
No, but see, here's the thing. Like, dude, you're 100% right? Because this is where, in my mind, it's like the value of sport. Because it allows people not to just stay on that stigma. It's like they may hate you, but when it's time to pick teams, they're picking you first.
Exactly.
It's like it's a weird one, because it's like, I can beat you at your own game.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Facts.
It's like I know I'm sick. So now, and also for some reason, I also feel like sport teaches an element of respect that you don't necessarily, because respect is earned.
Yeah.
But if you jump on the pitch and it's like, yo, he's dope. They're gonna want. Most people who play sport are very competitive and they want to win. So it's like, no, you can put the race aside. You're gonna be in my team. Yes, maybe sometimes when you bump into them outside of the sort of team sort of environment, they may look at you sideways. But whenever you're playing sport, it's like, I want to make my team, because it increases our chances of winning. So going back to your brother, like how was that different? Because basically, it's my hypothesis of the importance of sport, but no siblings. I've got no reference point, but I just know what sport has done for me. So how, like in terms of comparing, because you're seeing it firsthand. It's like, oh right, okay.
I would say he definitely found it more hard in terms of, he went through, I think I went through bullying in primary school, but it wasn't long. It wasn't a long period that I got bullied for, just because I was an athlete. And a lot of my friends, boom, came around and I fought back. And little bro, he wasn't an athlete, so he didn't have that circle around him to be with him. So I was that circle for him, always had to be there, but he didn't always feel like he was able to share that with me, because he doesn't want big bro's gonna come protect him.
And also it's even harder to make friends, especially back when social media wasn't what it is now. Because now you can sort of make friends online and start kicking in, and then be like, oh, you know what, let's link up, do ABC.
So he definitely went through a lot more bullying, not just primary school, but in high school as well. And
really?
Yeah, bro.
I would have slept.
Yeah, but it just shows how, if you're not an athlete and the color of your skin, it definitely affects how you're gonna walk through that social life in school,
and
or just in life in general.
Oh yeah, 100%. And also, I also suppose the fact that if you're an athlete, there's an element of your mind, and maybe that's a competitive nature of being an athlete or being in sport, is that you're not going to take me for granted. I'm going to stand my 10 toes. Like that sort of, I don't want to call it an ego per se, but that's what it is, arguably. It's like the ego of, now you're not going to take advantage of me, or you're not going to do ABC, and sometimes if they see you play sport, they're like, I know I don't mess with him and things like that.
And then he started boxing. Once he started boxing, that confidence you could see with him, that aura, you just have that aura when you play sport, and people just start messing with him.
And now you're making friends. It's like, oh right, because you know that, I'll put my hands on you. It's
crazy.
Right. I hear that. So are you going back to boxing at some point?
I've been back now.
Not that I didn't see anything about you boxing, but I'm pretending like I don't know much.
No, I've been back for a couple of months now. But in terms of fighting, I haven't fought in 2 years, obviously, because of the whole thing. But the goal is to get back into fighting shape again. And to fight. Which is a bit difficult now with having a family and kids, because you have the responsibility to be with your kids, but also have that time for training as well. So you're trying to dissect your time and trying to find a routine that works around everything.
Because also I was actually going to go into that, like how are you finding the balance between, like, obviously being an athlete, being a father, as well as the acting, because I know, like, back in the day when I used to do my 1s and 2s here and there, it's long hours.
Yeah.
Sometimes you start at like 6 a.m. If you start at 6 a.m., it means you basically up at like 4 a.m. Depending on where the shoot is.
Yeah,
you know makes sense. Or depending where you're filming at. Sometimes it's long hours for like consecutive days, or like you know what I mean. How are you able to balance that?
It's difficult. It's difficult. I feel like if we're back home, because we're here and aunties, uncles, cousins back home, South Africa, I feel like it would take a lot of stress off the shoulders. If we had a lot more family around us. But we make it work. We make it work. So obviously with the acting, I would also do night shifts as well. And then night shifts, I work for an agency, so the agency works around my acting schedule as well.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
So I know, boom, if I've got a role, so-and-so date, okay, boom, I work for an agency. Yeah. I'll cancel that shift.
Yes, there's that flexibility, right?
Okay, and I'll go into it. And then because wifey is self-employed, she kind of still has to stay in that routine of the set days that she has. And we have to, boom, bombard family members that are here, like, yo.
Some just came up,
I need you. Remember when you said, when I need you, you're going to come through?
Remember when you said, call me anytime?
So I need you to come through.
Yeah, this is the time.
They say call me anytime, but when they say call me anytime, the low-key said, don't call me anytime.
Yeah, low-key, but really it's like, hey fam, like, I hear
But now they do come through. They do come through and we make it work. Opportunities are coming.
Like, that's dope. Yeah, that's dope. Because even your little one as well, like it's dope to see that, okay, got a role. So like, how, because in terms of her doing it, right, is there an element of you that looks at the industry and be like, I'm not sure, or you?
110%, broski. So I always wanted to be an actor, but I never took it seriously until I was 16, 18, through that period. Yeah. I started off doing skits on social media, and then I was like, I want to take this seriously. Yeah. And looking back in hindsight, now that I've got all the experience that I've had in the industry, I'm blessed I wasn't a child star, just because I've seen everything.
I've had quite a few people say that.
Yeah, what child stars have went through. They paved the way. And knowing that my daughter's gonna, she was born a star, bro. She was born a star. Come to the industry, I'm always gonna be there, have her back. But I'm always gonna make sure she has a childhood. Yeah. And make sure that when she wants to take a break, we take a break.
By any means. Yeah.
I don't want to be greedy with it and live vicariously through her. Yes. I want her to live her life the way she wants to live it. But I'm a guider, I'm a shower. Obviously, I'm her dad. If I'm like, okay, once we start something, we're gonna finish it. But once we finish it, that's when we can take a step back.
You can take a step back because 100. Like the one, it's like always being there in those spaces because that's where some of the weirdness be. But at the same time, it's like, all right, you know what? Start what you finish. Don't just put it down. Yes, you can pivot if that's where it's leading you. But at the same time, it's understanding that you start what we finish. Ultimately, 100%. If you make a decision to go this way, go that way. At some point, you don't just leave it alone. Like, nah. If it's not a pivot, continue, bro.
Facts.
Don't stop.
And to go back to that point of sport, that's why she will go into sport as well, because that discipline will go into anything, into that acting career as well.
It's a transferable skill, and also it's a self-belief that sport kind of pushes as well, because it forces you to be like, if I'm him, I need to show that I'm him.
Facts.
It's one of the reasons why Superstar, Lupe Fiasco Superstar. That used to be my soundtrack every time before going the pitch. If you say you are what you say you are, then having fear that the crowd is here or anyone's looking. So it's 100% agree with you on that one. So, granted, acting 16, 18. How did you get into it initially? Because whenever I was doing it, it was it looked different because it was like you go into the extra work, get familiar, this and that, and so if you want, you could go for what do you call these seminars where it's like let's say training in an acting class and things like that. But then at the same time, back when I was doing it, I was also juggling with football. So it was like, nah. And then after that, just went to uni and left everything to the side. So what's your journey been like in that one?
My journey, quite similar to you in terms of, I started off through extras. And then going through extras, I started being familiar and building rapport with a lot of ADs, a lot of people on production and whatnot. And once they seen that I was, that's the industry that I wanted to go down, they were like, okay, boom. So there was one role, Line of Duty, season 5.
Yeah.
Boom. The director called a couple of us in the room and said, any of you interested in acting? Like, yeah. Boom. My hand shot up. Okay. A couple of you boys, boom, boom, me included, come to the room, give us a short audition, and we'll see how you do. I came into the room, done my audition. I got the little part from there. And from there, got into the green room with the Stephen Grahams, legend, and the other actors on that set. They gave me tips. They were like, boom, when you're trying to start off in the industry, make sure you have a show reel. Yeah. Even if it's like self-tapes, get a script that you want or your favorite movie. Whatever dialogue that you like, that hits you, video yourself, send it to hundreds of agents. Whatever one that gets back to you, that's the one that's gonna stick with you. And that's what I did. After that role, that was the first, that Line of Duty scene that I done, that was the first clip that I had in my show reel. And send it to agents. And there was hundreds that never got back to me, but the one that got back to me.
Like it feels like that. Sometimes you miss the shots you don't take. So stay shooting.
100%. I'm joking. These pause moments are crazy.
I'm joking. Go on. Fine. Sometimes some say I'm so immature. Some say, but it's just okay.
Yeah. So the one that got back to me, it stuck with me. And opportunities came, and signed to an agent in London, and the trajectory of the career just kept shooting upwards. And there was a lot more no's than yeses, but it's all about your perspective in the industry, especially when you're starting off. You get a lot more no's than yeses, but use all those no's that you get are the stepping stones to the yeses. That
you even clock, like, wait, why could they have said no? Maybe I need to sharpen up on this.
Exactly.
It's like, once again, going back to sport. If you taking a shot or whatever, playing sport, and maybe you don't score the goals, like, you don't just stop shooting, like, I know what, I'm not going to shoot no more, because it's like, you know what, maybe, just maybe, if I put it top bins, it just might go in. Yes, you're going to miss the top bins, but if it goes in, it goes in. You don't just, like, hit it as hard as you want. It's like, no, let me try placing it.
Let me finesse it.
Yeah, let me finesse it, like, you know what I mean? So, like, I definitely hear you. So, in those spaces, right, because I feel like, based on everything that you do, like, this also applies to boxing. Is there an element of imposter syndrome?
It's a good question. I don't. I feel like I don't concentrate on it enough to feel the imposter syndrome coming or kicking in.
Right. Yeah.
I feel like if you set your goals, I write them down. I'm a big believer. Write down all your goals, and you'll see them. You just tick them off as you go.
Yeah.
Pen to paper. A lot of people on your phone, iPad, all that. That's cool if that works for you. But pen to paper. Yeah. And you visualize it. You can see it in front of you. That act of actually writing it down.
Because you're rereading it every time as you write.
Powerful.
Yeah.
I feel like because I have done that, I don't feel like I've felt that essence of imposter syndrome, just because I know where I'm going and I'm taking it off.
Yeah, I hear that. So,
and then other people, when I do take things off or I do reach a milestone, they're like, oh wow, that's amazing. Yeah. But it's good, but it's not euphoric for me because I've already lived it. I've already experienced it, if that makes sense.
Right, yeah. So essentially for you, it's almost like, not necessarily this is what I signed up for, but it's almost like an element of gratitude, if I would put it like that. It's like, well, thank God for that. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like gratitude rather than seeing it as an obstacle or anything that other people might see it as. Okay, right, okay. So what about in boxing? Because one thing I hate about boxing is getting hit in the face.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I did try boxing a couple of times, and when I had braces, someone smacked me in my mouth, and I just cut myself. I was like, this ain't for me.
Yeah. When I first started, I had braces as well. So I got a double mouth guard, protected top and bottom teeth of braces. At the start, it hurts, but you get used to it.
Yeah.
You get used to it. And you start to get that skill, the better you get, I'm not going to get hit. Muhammad Ali style, boom.
Yeah, like start floating like a butterfly.
Stay like a V. Mayweather, hit, not get hit, all that. You watch all the tapes, all the work that you put in, And I feel like when you do step in, the adrenaline kicks in as well. The adrenaline helps. You don't feel anything when you're in the ring. It's only when you step out of the ring. Yeah. Where you're going to feel it more.
Yeah, so essentially when you jump, because I got my face busted when I was sparring. I thought, what if I was fight? No.
And people say that you want to be an actor, but you do boxing as well. How does that work? Just don't get hit in the face.
Yeah, don't get hit in the face until you get hit in the face. Then it's like, oh, actually. Sorry, I'm speaking on my trauma here, but this is just my trauma. Like, it was like, this ain't, I'm not cut out for this. So like, see when you step into the ring, is there an element of like you look at an opponent, or do you always have to think I'll beat this mother shachu? Like you can't think, I've seen his.
All those negative thoughts, you definitely think about them before you step in the ring. But it's like what Mike Tyson always says, like that fear of getting knocked out, that fear of getting beat up, it's all outside of the ring. But as soon as you
it's all made up because it hasn't happened
exactly yet. As soon as you get into that ring, you're quote unquote small G, you're the god of that ring. It's like they can't touch me. I'm gonna win. And that's
because I've seen a couple fights. You're nice with it.
Thank you.
I've seen them feet work. Like, there you go, get him. I want to start that, but like, okay.
Talk about mentality before you step in that ring. It's important. It's important.
Okay, right. So you don't get imposter syndrome. You just see it as kickboxing. So what's been the biggest challenge in terms of like the acting?
The biggest challenges, I would say, all the no's and all the yeses that you thought were going to elevate you quicker, but really haven't. And the times where you think there was going to be, boom, you're going up a lift. But really, it's a set of stairs, and it's one step after another. It's not as fast as I thought, and sometimes that speed isn't what you need. Going up those steps. It's okay, you're going to take a break, you're going to go through
that's why I say like Godspeed, everything, Godspeed. 100%. Because, I mean, he knows best anyway.
100%.
So like how, like is there a way, like how do you keep motivated? I don't like saying motivated, but like staying on job even after the yeses and nos or whatever. It's like, how do you keep?
Motivation is short term. It's all about consistency, showing up. Showing up every day. Like, I love it, even the days that I don't want to show up. I feel like everything always leads back to sport, bro. It's a discipline. Even when I don't want to show up, I show up. You get the tape request. I don't want to do this tape, but I know the end.
I said I wanted to do it, so coming back to finish what you start. It's like, I said I would though. So.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. Now, like, because I definitely hear you. So, like, okay, here's the thing about consistency. Like, I feel like consistency looks different for almost everyone, in my opinion. Because some people might think consistency is showing up every day. But for me, it's like, don't look at the bigger picture, what consistency looks like. But then, look at the bigger picture rather than the minute detail. If you look at the bigger picture, like for example, if you're saying, all right, be consistent 365, you can add the quarter if you want. But at the same time, that's consistency, right? Also, consistency could be showing up 150 times. Consistently. So to me, that's still consistency. Like, what does that look like to you?
Consistency for me is definitely, I see what you're saying as well, showing up the 150 times, 365 days in a year. 365?
Yeah, 365 and a quarter, unless it's a leap year, then it's 366.
It's definitely showing up 365 days, but those rest days included in those 365 are just as important as those days that you go 100%.
Yes, that's what I wanted. Yeah.
Because you need those rest days in order to fully bring yourself and fully work. On what you wanna. What you wanna.
No, 100% agree. So like, what's your take on burnout? Because sometimes, like, okay, once again, I'm gonna be like, people talk about consistency, but sometimes they fail to acknowledge burnout. Because some people, like, okay, for me, I'm a bit ignorant in the sense of I don't fully comprehend burnout, so I don't try imagine what burnout looks like. So I always tell myself, yo, I do what I want. I feel like that's my sort of cheat code into being somewhat consistent. Because people are telling me like, yo, I always feel like there's always room for improvement in terms of my consistency. However, one thing I can say for sure is I do what I want, and therefore helps me, quote unquote, be consistent. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. No, I hear you. I hear you. And what you're talking about, the burnout, I could definitely relate that to the heart attack that I had. The burnout was overexerting on that run. As much as I've said what I've said with the heart attack happening, in that run, I definitely overexerted and I burnt out because there was a long period of time where I was going hard and I didn't let myself have those rest days.
Right, yes, yeah.
So that's why I say it's showing up 365 days, but those rest days are just as important.
Yeah.
So not showing up every day 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, no, 100% agree. Yeah, no, I definitely hear that because, like, I mean, like, for me, maybe it's also, once again, like, my ignorance. Sometimes some say ignorance is bliss, but some say if you're being ignorant, it means you are aware of something. So, anyways, I'm not going to go into that philosophical conversation as I might be misquoting and quoting things wrong. But, like, in terms of the consistency and showing up those days, it's funny because even for me, every time I'm unwell, I always just look at it as a sign from God saying, sit your behind down.
Yeah.
So rather than having a negative perspective on being unwell, I just always just look at it as, you know what, maybe God is just saying, yo, you got to chill.
Yeah.
Even when I broke my ankle, I was like, oh my God, but I didn't need this. But then once again, I feel like this is not a hypothesis, it could be wrong. So remember at the top of the conversation, I said mind, body, spirit.
Yeah.
So I feel like for me, those are also the voices I have in my head. I feel like I've got three voices rather than one or whatever. And if one is getting too taxed or if one is getting ignored, I'm going to get stopped in my tracks. And me being unwell is a chance for me to rebalance, like to recalibrate or to put like factory settings. Yeah. So it's like, obviously, when I get injured or break the ankles, it's like, oh snap, why is this happening to me? The ego's like, da 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 da, it's saying whatever. And then the mental's like, but I gotta get through this. And then the spirit, it now guides me to be like, no, we're definitely gonna go through this. All right, now the spirit now gets in tune with God. It's like, all right, let's bring things back. And then the mind, like I feel like the mind is, it's a beautiful thing, but it can be fickle as well. Because I feel like the mind has a lot of stimuli. Yeah. Meaning anything that's happening outside, the mind is going to go elsewhere.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? So now, like, even breaking my ankle, I feel like we could say maybe I was distracted or whatever, the mind was distracted. Or maybe I was texting too much on this one, or maybe I was doing ABC, or my spirit, or maybe I was playing from the ego. So I had to be humbled a little bit. Like, do you know what I mean? So this is where the three voices come in tune. It's like, all right, break the ankles, like, all right, slow things down. Let's come back to basics. Now, the physical is going to feel like, oh man, the physical is hurt now. Yeah. The physical is hurt. Now it's only the brain and the spirit that are going to have to bring up the legs. No, it's cool, bro. It's cool. You need to come back. You need to rebuild again. And remember at the top of the conversation, ups and downs, smiles and frowns. So now it's like, I know what? I need to acknowledge the ups. The ups were good. When I was healthy, I was this and that, I was this and that. But then now it's like, all right, let's retrain the mind to see the bigger picture and also re-inspire the mind. And guess what? With the guide of the spirit. And then now, I feel like the physical form follows the mind and the 100%. Spirit. So yeah, so ultimately, I feel like, exactly. So ultimately, I just feel like it's a combination of all of them working together. And I feel like typically, I'm at flow state when all three are working in unison.
That way.
I could be wrong. It's a hypothesis.
Super Saiyan.
Exactly. I feel like, exactly. Super Saiyan mode if all three are in tune. And usually I get into flow state when I'm doing the things that I want. Because once again, going back to the things that I want, I'm a lot more receptive to everything, but at the same time, I'm a lot more ignorant to certain things when all three are in unison. The spirit's just going to guide me. God's just.
And do you not find if you're saying the three, if your spirit and your physical are strong, the mind just follows automatically?
Yes.
Because the mind is fickle, like you said, so it's going to follow the spirit.
Yeah, but then now, if you injure yourself, the mind is going to be like, yo, we injured.
Yeah.
yo, there's nothing we can do. This is the end. Oh no. Oh no. And then the spirit, I feel like that's a leading factor. And that's the closest thing to God in terms of like, that's our contact. And then the spirit's like, no. What do you know later on?
Yeah.
It's like, you don't know nothing. Like, it's cool. This is part of the process. Because, like, I mean, now I'm going to take it to Jesus. Hey, just as well was Easter not too long ago, right? Sometimes I see the Spirit. Please do not crucify me. And I'm not, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not using blasphemy.
Yeah.
But I feel like Jesus is actually the Spirit. The two people beside him, one was the brain, one was the mind. Do you know what I mean? Okay. So, because if you remember, like, during the whole debacle, they were like, yo, if you're really the Son of God, why don't you free us from ABC, What did Jesus say? It's like, yo, forgive them for they don't know what they're doing. Like he just left it at that. So that's what I mean. It's like, yo, body, I know you're going through some, but yo, the spirit's like, yo, forgive the body. He don't know the bigger picture. He's not connected like that. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, sorry, I just went on a preacher mode.
Yeah, come on.
I don't know where it came from. But ultimately, I just think it's the three. And if they're in unison, that's when, like, even depression, you're probably not even thinking about that because that's just the mind. The mind is triggered by the stimuli. That's why we get led to depression. And I'm not saying I'm ignorant to depression, by the way. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
Because usually it's things that happen to the physical or things that you see. Once again, remember what I said about stimuli. The brain or the mind reacts to the stimuli that's happening externally. And then if it doesn't know how to digest it, you might get led to depression. But coming back to the faith and the action, faith is the connection to God. Yeah. And then now the action is the physical as well as the mind to go that direction.
And I feel like people that have went through depression or are going through depression, I feel like it stays as long as you want it to stay. I feel like if you want to get out of it, you can get out of it.
Yes, and you need to change.
You have to do the work to get out of it, and you change whatever that you do need to change.
But see, that's the thing. The Spirit gives you hope that it's changeable. Without the Spirit saying, yo, we can change this, the brain's going to stew in that. Until something somewhere in your being says, yo, this could change. And then the mind and the body are like, all right, okay, it shows. Yes, the stimuli is going to be there. Be like, yo, but do you not see the bad things that are happening? It's like, but what if? Then it's like the Spirit's like, no, it's okay. Let God handle that. That's on God. Everything's God's speed, coming back to God's speed. So yeah, that's how I feel about it. And it's dope to know that you actually made it out of that like sort of depression. I know in terms of the conversation, it sounds like it's going all over the place. But no, man, like it's dope to know that you're back and your spirit is in tip top and the physical is also on the mend.
And especially if you're head of the house as well, I feel like it definitely affects the house as a whole. In terms of if you're not 100%. The wife is going to feel that you're not 100%, and that's going to trickle down to the kids as well. So I need to be, for myself, 100%. Yeah. For everything else in the house, just to flow in unison.
Yeah. So how, like, what's your motivation? Because and I'm going back to motivation. Because every time I see you early hours, I'm like, damn. Like, something won't let me get up there early and go run it. Every time I'm like, damn. Because like at one point I was like, no, let me just tell you to like, yo, ring me in the morning before you go on the run. And then I'm like, all right, cool, let's go.
It comes down to how bad you want it. And I feel like there's always like those motivational clips and whatnot, but I will always say motivation is short term. It's about consistency, showing up. So like I said, you write them down. And I feel like as humans, we're all goal oriented. Yeah. So if you have a goal that you want to reach, you're going to show up. You're going to show up. At the start of the year, I did a 75 hard challenge. Show up 75 days straight. Read 10 pages of a book every day, exercise every day, and eat protein every day. And I had to show up. And because that was a habit building thing that I'd done for 75 days, it feels weird now that I don't do that. If I don't do it. So I still do it even after the 75 days. Yeah. So
because now it's
become a daily habit. So when someone asks, how do I show up? I don't think about showing up. It's a habit. Yeah. It's automatic for me just to show up. But it all started
with, no, let's do day one. We agreed to do it.
Exactly.
And we're not going to
day one becomes day 2, day 2 becomes day 10 and onwards.
Yeah. So
And when it comes back to 365 days, you've showed up now.
It's like, oh snap, exactly. That's what I'm in the podcast. It's like, oh snap, I just clicked done this and that. Because it's funny because like in saying that, right, I've been like speaking of habits, right. So once upon a time, a couple of years ago, I decided to fast every Tuesday. Now it's become a habit of mine that like, I don't even know if I got what I needed, but it was one of those like, you know what, I'm going to fast on Tuesdays. I'd done it for the whole year. I was like, oh snap, I've done the whole year. But at first it was just like, no, just focus on the day. Don't look beyond, or don't look at when you're thinking of stopping. Just fast the Tuesday. I did it. Following it came, oh yeah, you know what, I agreed with myself that I'm going to fast on Tuesday. All right, let's get it, fasted that Tuesday. Following came. So now even by default, I'm just fasting on Tuesday. Like, so now it's like, even like, now it's almost like I can't revert back. It's almost like, to be fair, to the point that I'm thinking of fasting on Thursdays, just because I always feel like I gotta cleanse the system of some sort, or get into once again, remember the spirit conversation, because I found that, I don't know, God am I snitching? Hey, you can let me know. But anyway, I found that for some awesome reason, I'm not even gonna call it weird, but for some awesome reason, it was every Tuesday that I fasted, something dope would happen, or at least I'm more receptive to like. Remember we're talking about the stimuli. It's almost like when I was fasting, I was a lot more receptive to the good things that were happening. Like, okay, for example, this is an easy one. So I was fasting on a Tuesday, and I went into work. I was in the office. I pulled up. Someone had taken my spot, like where I usually park. I was like, I was a bit gutted, but at the same time, once again, the fasting was like, it is what it is. I'll just go park elsewhere. So now I've parked elsewhere. Now I'm walking back. I know this is minute, but anyways, now I'm walking to the office. I parked where I don't usually park. Guess what? I just gone to Tanner. I was like, this is
small things.
like that's what I mean, like little things. But like once again, it's like I didn't let that be an inconvenience, even though I like where I park and I park where I park almost every day I'm in the office. But this time around, it's like, who's this? Oh well, you know, I'm gonna go park over there. I got over it. Next time I'm like, what the hell?
But your mindset in that situation was so important. But can you imagine if you were like angry? You would have been furious, walking, go park somewhere else, but walking, looking straight up.
Yes, I'm no longer present.
You missed your blessing now just because.
So like dude, he had me laugh. I was like, God, you want funny dude, you know, like it's like, oh snap, okay, cool. Anyways, done. Like obviously found the 10. I'm just laughing to myself, going to the office, and like I can't even share those things. It's like, you know what? This is just for me. Like I'm only saying this now, but that's because it's safe space and all this and that. But I do find fasting to just do something in the universe. Every time I fast, it's like, but once again, it's like I feel like, one, it's being present. Two, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know, but do you fast?
I fast. I fast. I go through periods every month. I do at least 3 days water fast. First day will be dry. The last 2 days just water, and it's resets your body, like you said. You go into homeostasis, but you're more open to receive, and
you're a lot more calmer.
A lot more calm, because your body. As humans, we're not meant to be eating, consuming things constantly every day. Your body needs to rest. It needs to rest. So I tried, okay, my body, I'm used to 3 days. Let me try 7 days. I done 7 days water fast. Bro, I've never been so calm, so calm, so receiving that I've never experienced anything like it. I'm speechless just thinking about it. Everything just felt slowed down. And I don't even want to grab my phone. I just feel. You just feel zen.
Exactly. Like 100%. It's that feeling of zen that you can't. It's very hard to describe to someone who doesn't fast or hasn't fasted. It's almost like, just try it. But at the same time, the reason why maybe I don't tell the stories about like the good things that happen every time I fast, it's also the fact that I don't want someone going to fasting for the wrong reasons.
Exactly. Yeah.
This is just my testimony and my experience. Because now you think, I know I'm gonna fast. I wanna I wanna find ABC. It's like, wait, no, that's not your journey.
Yeah. Everyone's walks different.
Exactly. Like you might find that for you it works out differently, or maybe you always react to someone doing something.
Yeah.
Maybe on the day you're gonna play chill about it. So like it's all different. For now, like I do acknowledge fasting, and I think it's a beautiful thing.
Definitely. And the times I feel like, let's say I've wrote down something that I want to get specifically. At times I'll fast just to clear out and just to receive more clearly. Just like I said, our bodies are constantly moving. We're always moving 100%. But when you're fasting, everything slows down. You're a lot more open to receive, and you're going to receive something a lot more quicker than you would fasting than if you weren't.
Yeah, and to be fair, going back to the three working in unison, because now it quiets the mind. The fasting quiets the mind, so it's not overly reactionary to the stimuli. So that's why you're a lot calmer, because you're not necessarily just reacting to things even when it's unnecessary. Because, dude, it's funny, because I feel like I don't even eat majority of the time before an episode, or at least I give myself a couple of hours before recording, because I feel like I'm a lot more present. Because if I eat and then record, I feel like I'm a bit scatterbrained. I'm scatterbrained as it is, but it's even worse if I've eaten, because like that's just how it goes. But yeah, that's like.
And what's crazy is that, like you said, you feel more. What's the word you used?
Did I say that? I can't remember.
Yeah.
It's flow state. That's what flow state.
Yeah, flow state. Okay, let's go with flow state. So because you're so much to eating, when you do eat, you go into, what's that word that they use? You just want to sleep, basically. I forget the word specifically.
Yes.
You just feel.
Essentially redirecting the blood.
You go into a sleep coma, like a food coma. Food coma. And if you do fast on the fourth day, because I've done 7 days, on the fourth day, you feel like you should be tired, but you're not tired. You've got this release of energy that you feel like, okay, this new release, what should I do with it? I feel like I should be doing something. I should be more productive with all this energy. But it feels weird. I shouldn't have this energy, but I do have it.
Yeah.
So if you do fast regularly and you get to that point, you become a lot more productive.
Yeah.
And you kill a lot more goals.
And that's how, coming back to consistency, you're able to do this and that. All right, okay, now I'm going to try extending the fast. But like I said, I thought of adding another day.
Yeah, do it slowly, gradually.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't want to shock the system too much. Because usually, like, I'd stop eating maybe around 9 p.m.
Okay.
And then the following, so I essentially do about 18 hours.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
so
about 18 hours.
Already.
Yeah. Okay. I do about 18 hours, but then it's good. Like I really enjoy fasting. Like I said, even the little things. Like I'm a lot more grateful if I do fast. That's one thing that I do enjoy about it. And like, okay, so coming back to acting, I know you said like, what's been the rewarding side of it, because you already told me that sort of the most challenging is the nose and all this and that, but what's been the most sort of like rewarding aspect of it?
The rewarding side is seeing things that you once dreamed of come to fruition. Seeing that, okay, I wanted this at one point and it's come true. What else can come true? It makes you dream bigger. Yeah,
I hear that.
I could say being on TV, people seeing you on TV, but
because I'll be seeing like
getting the validation. At the start, it was that, but then I feel like that's just surface level. You want to go deep with it, and you want to go higher.
yeah, I hear that. Because it's funny, because when I used to do it, right, one thing that I hated was that maybe it was just my ego, right? It was because some people are just happy to be here. Because I'm not gonna lie, like acting, I never necessarily I always. It's almost like I wanted to do it, but at the same time, it's like, hey, I'll let God handle that. Not that I pursued it as much as I should have. I don't know, different subjects. But I feel like one thing that I hated is the people that are just happy to be here. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, no, like, don't just be happy to be here. This is treat it as work, not just like, I'm going to be on TV.
Yeah.
Like, I think that was the annoying thing sometimes. It's like you know, you're sitting on the trailers, this and that, and some people are just happy to be there.
No.
I'm like, no, not quite for me. But okay, fair dues. Like, you're happy with that. But at the same time, I hate it when the editing comes through. I'm like, oh, I'm not up. Did you cut that part that I was in?
There's a couple of scenes, bro. There's a couple of scenes that I've been in for some big TV shows, and you're like, okay, this scene, boom, career's gonna elevate after this. I'm like, where's the scene? The scene's been cut out. The scene's been cut out. But you're like, okay. With more experience, the more.
Yeah.
I want to say power, but it's not the power. The more you elevate your career, the more. Yeah,
no. To be fair, 100% agree, because it's also like not like in my mind, like at times it's like not. It should put a barrier on your back. But like, you know what, I'm gonna go
100%.
I'm gonna go even harder than I did, or you know what.
And at times it's not your fault. At times it's
just how the story's told.
Yeah.
No. Like,
storyline's gonna make more sense with this going this way rather than the way that you thought.
Yeah, exactly. So it's also being humble enough to understand that side of it, like, you know what I mean? So like, I definitely hear that. So like, coming back to the running, how often do you run?
Boom, minimum 3 times a week. Minimum.
Yeah.
So it could be 3, could be 5, could be 7. But I always make sure minimum every week. It's 3 times.
Yeah, 3 times.
But I train. If I'm not running, I'm training. I'm doing HIIT workouts. I'm doing boxing. So I'm boxing Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then I'm training myself running regardless of the boxing. Yeah. So plus minus 8-9 sessions a week. Yeah. Of training. Yeah.
Were you, I mean, you already touched on it, but were you, like, because you've been off boxing for a while.
Yeah.
Was it not difficult for you going back in?
It was. It was. And there was my boxing club was good. A lot of supportive people in it. They were like, come down, even if you're not trained, just come down, just being around the club.
Yeah, energy can be infectious.
Yeah. But knowing me, I feel like if I was in the club,
I'm going to do something. I can't just sit there.
I want to hit the bag.
Yeah.
And I want to actually get involved with the training. So I had to just take myself out of the situation completely. And
out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, exactly.
No, man, it's dope to know that, like, you're back in. So, a quick one for you before we wrap it up. This is a usual one. Like, we typically actually ask this question quite often. What are you listening to lately, music-wise?
What am I listening to right now?
Yeah.
Eesh. There's a lot.
Okay, give me one song that, like, hits different.
Right now, I'm in my J. Cole bag.
Jermaine.
Yeah, Jermaine. Yeah. I'm in my J. Cole bag. I'm in...
What's
Forest Hills Drive album right now.
Yeah.
I'm in his new album as well, but Forest Hills Drive, I feel like it's just a classic. For Your Eyes.
Yeah.
For Your Eyes, do you understand?
Oh man, like it's crazy you say that. I know I'm going on another tangent. It's funny because when that album dropped, I was in SA and it hit different. Yeah. It was like it's one of the reasons why I didn't even like video or anything. I didn't use my phone. It was just like, yo, this is just for my eyes only. It was. Anyway, sorry. So that's your track. Okay, why the track?
I don't know, bro. I feel like he's a good artist in terms of he'll bring a lot of things in. Go fast, slow, but that track, For Your Eyes, do you understand? I feel like it's mellow. It's chill. You chill in the car, just driving. Nighttime. Ooh, speakers on, bass on. For Your Eyes, and you think about life, experiences in life that could have stopped you. But didn't stop you, you keep going. Do you understand now?
Yeah.
Other times you feel like, I could have given up, but I didn't. Yeah. Other times where obstacles came, but you got over them. Yeah. Do you understand? For Your Eyes, do you understand?
Okay. So it's almost like an up. Like it lifts your spirit to a certain extent. That's dope, man. That's sick.
And I'm going to his concert as well.
Wait, which one? The Manchester?
Another one in Dublin.
Dublin.
Another one in Dublin, yeah.
Funny enough, I am going to the one in Manchester because he actually added another date in Manchester. So I'm going.
Come on. And he's going to SA as well, so I thought,
yeah, I know.
I'm going to Dublin. Should I buy one just to go to SA?
Just for the sake of it. And to be fair, it will hit different listening to it like in the land.
Exactly, yeah.
I hear that. No, like,
what about you?
Like, okay, weirdly, right? I've been listening to the artists that I managed. Oh yes, so guys, for those who don't know, I manage Hazel, Subs, Don F, and L.
Come on.
So I created a playlist of all of them, and that's what I've been listening to. Actually, I'm gonna give a shout out to Don F. One of the tracks that I really like from him is "Pray for Me." Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I think it played.
Oh,
literally,
it did,
Pray
bro.
for me. I can't sing. I'm gonna stop doing that. But yeah, no.
I might have to get on it. Let me put on the playlist right now.
Like one of the reasons it's a feel good track, and it's I mean like I'm quite like I'm a believer, so like it's one of those ones. And like one of the lines in there is came through because I won, and that's from Pray for Me. Like once again, going back to doing what I like and doing what I want. And yeah, it's one of those ones. And for me, doing what I want, it comes in many shades. But ultimately, it's me absolving any responsibility on anyone in terms of whatever I do. It's like however it unfolds, however the cards fall, I do what I want. So I'm not gonna blame anyone else but me.
Facts.
So it's like, I do what I want. So yeah, I'm calm with that.
I love that.
Yeah, it's one of those ones. And actually, before we close, yo, shout out to Lewis for letting us use this space.
Big up, Lewis.
Yeah, yo, big up, man. You came through. I know you meant, anyway, I'm not going to talk too much because I tend to talk too much. But yo, shout out to Lewis and Base One. And yo, if you ever in Lisburn, pull up to Base One. It's a very, very dope spot, man. I mean, you use it.
I use it.
Actually, you can speak better than it.
Base One, Soul Sauna, all in one. Shout out Lewis, Ryan. Yeah, it's like a recovery hub. You can come in, get your fitness, and then after you get that fitness, smash out your training session, go down to the recovery hub. You've got saunas, red light therapy, and then you've got the plunge pool. Yeah, and they got the space, and I mean, it's a nice space to talk to and chill as well, to like-minded people. So I just hope I don't just fade to black in terms of the just fade into the space itself. Like, yo, who's talking? Just see pants and sneakers. Nothing else. So the smile.
Exactly. That's all you see. But no, like ultimately, yo, Lewis, shout out, man. You're the MVP for the space. I really appreciate it. And to be fair, I feel like we should have done this at the top of the episode. But yo, nonetheless, if you actually enjoyed this episode, do like, comment, and subscribe. And yo, check out the homie. You might see him on your screen near you. And and anything you want to plug? Anything you want to?
I shot a movie, start of the year. Will be coming out either end of this year, probably end of this year, start of 2027. My baby girl. My daughter just got a role in the TV show. Yeah. And yeah, I'm auditioning for shows, TV shows. All of it. Yeah.
Alright, people. We out.
But my handles, I am Mosa Kambule, MosaKambule.
Who's gonna tell him that we actually show the handles at the very start of the show?
Yeah, but
but nah, like who's gonna tell him? I won't. No one's gonna know. But fam, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. Like outside. I hope no one caught that. But yeah, that was a good key for us to end. It's been a dope conversation. Tune in next time. Peace, love, and wisdom. We are out.